What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Team Radio with the Bros. Will, we just had the event of a lifetime.
I know.
So much just happened today. We have a lot to break down. First off, foremost, obviously a little bit different of a setup.
Yeah.
We're not
Far away.
Yeah, we're not just on a video call.
We're here.
We're together. It's Thanksgiving just happened. As being an American podcast, I came back home to just spend time with the fam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was supposed to fly out earlier today. My flight got delayed. Pushed it back till tomorrow because if I did the delay, we weren't going to be able to get this out.
Yeah.
And then I would have just kind of been wasting time in the airport. No, yeah. So my flight got delayed. So that's probably why this is looking a little different.
Mm-hmm.
We also don't have like a mic yet, so don't trip on the sound quality if we don't have our usual mic set up.
Yeah.
So we hope the audio is pretty solid. Will's going to try to do his best to mix it up, make sure it's decent, but he usually does a good job.
Apologize for anything that goes bad or sounds terrible now, but
all to say, Will, how was your week? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Had a great Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah.
This guy came home and got to watch a lot of sports, hang out with the family, and got some extra time off work too. So
watched the race,
watched the race, had a sprint, everything. So all in all, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty late right now.
Yes.
Post Sunday night, and
we thought the Broncos were not gonna struggle against the 3-8 Commanders, but
and go into overtime.
The 3-8 Commanders are also getting paid to play football too. That's just another kind of wrench. But we're getting this out, damn it!
Yes.
So much happened today.
Yep.
First off,
mm-hmm.
Will, we'll get into the sprint.
Yeah.
But Max Verstappen is within striking distance to win the fucking title.
Yes, he is.
And it's all due to McLaren.
Yep.
It is all due to McLaren.
Yep.
It's not even contested.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Nope.
Like, the main thing, at least for me, was just the reaction from everybody from McLaren. It's like, no, we fucked up. Red Bull's like, we heard McLaren was staying out. And we're kind of like, that's not smart.
Yeah.
Like,
that's interesting. I think Max said, I heard that they said that they were staying out, and he's like, oh, that's an interesting.
And he's like, I immediately knew like there was a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Had to take advantage of it.
I mean, Max said it yesterday. I have the quote here, but going after qualifying, he had made a statement about the question was, you start P3, that means outside of turn 1, and then you're inside of turn 2. Isn't that an annoying position to start from? And Max said, no, it's more annoying for the people next to me. And the reporter said, because? And Max said, because I have nothing to lose.
Yep.
So we're going for it. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. And you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed Lando, and he literally was like, no, this is mine. Oscar had a very good start. Lando didn't have the greatest of starts. Max had a better, in my opinion. And Max took advantage of it. From there on out, it was pretty, honestly, Qatar, pretty shit track, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Kind of a snoozer.
It was one of those things where it was like, if it wasn't for that safety car at lap 7,
it would have been a completely different
race. And like, granted, Max got an amazing jump on Lando, but like at the same time, it's like
that needed to happen.
Yeah, and I know they use the track for different types of sports and motor racing sports, so
yeah,
it's definitely not built for the most.
It's like a MotoGP one, right?
Yeah, and so it's like you might have one great overtaking opportunity.
The entire race.
Yes.
Yeah. Only one DRS straight.
Yep.
It's literally just all high speed corners and like.
Yeah. And I think that was something that I was like, this is kind of, I wouldn't say it was boring because of the stakes of everything, right?
Yeah.
But like, I was definitely watching it and was like, damn, it's just crazy how like, you would think every single track, especially in the last 6 or so, would just be bangers after bangers after bangers.
And it's just not that way.
No, it's not.
Like, Vegas hits. I fucking love Vegas because even in like, people will say it can be a snooze fest, and that's like, honestly, that's just modern F1.
Mm-hmm.
To be quite honest with you, that's why like the new regs, yes, they might be slower, but they will eventually speed up throughout the course of those regulations as they get better with the engine, and then knowing like different teams come up with like different ideas and things like that. Like I think back to like the Mercedes side pods in this era. Yeah. Like since then, so many cars have came out with the side pods in their design and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be a lot of changes next year, and that's just modern effects. But Qatar would have been a snoozer, and honestly was a snoozer outside of the strategy.
Yeah.
And like McLaren, so those of y'all, if y'all didn't watch, on lap 7, like we were saying before, it was pretty much the same results up until lap 7, not too much. Carlos made a little bit of progress, I think, or like honestly, it was the pitting that he made the most gain, but he had made some spots up, like a couple, and then on lap 7, Hulkenberg and it was Pierre.
Yep.
They
so Hulkenberg is going on the outside and he's pressing. They had plenty of space, and that's what Hulkenberg said. Like he's like, dude, I gave him so much space. And I can't remember who was penalized for that, or if any of them were, or if it was a racing incident or whatever. I didn't really pay attention to it just because of like the stakes of what just happened changed everything, right? Knowing that, and of course we'll get to it, but like the McLaren deciding not to pit within that window, right?
Yeah.
And so that was the thing that ultimately led them to their own demise.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, so like Hulkenberg sitting on the outside, and then he probably gets, I don't know, 2 feet in front of Pierre and just hits the right
Was
hand
it for
side.
sure Pierre Gasly? I can't remember.
Yeah,
okay,
it was. Yeah, so it was Hulkenberg passing Pierre.
That's right. Because I put Pierre in DNF.
Yeah,
and he didn't DNF.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But he took someone else.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, lap 7, that collision happens. Hulkenberg's off the track. Pierre's good. You know what I mean? For the most part, he just had to go pit, I think.
Yeah.
And then essentially the safety car comes out, right, immediately. And it's one of those like, okay, like at least the track, like the field's gonna be together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the start of this.
Yeah.
Like maybe Max can pull something.
Yeah.
But then you hear Red Bull box, and you hear everyone else box, and you don't hear it from McLaren. And they're saying we're gonna stay out. We're gonna stay out. We'll pit on lap 49. You know what I mean? Like we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Oscar and Lando immediately were like, oh, it's chalked.
Yeah.
But like you could feel it a little bit because they were like questioning. They were like, so this is our strategy. So we have to catch up. Like what are we? This is what we became.
Yeah. Literally,
we started this 1-2. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I mean, exactly. And that's the thing is like, you know, Oscar has a phenomenal drive.
And at that time, they were 1-2 too. But go ahead.
Correct. Yeah. Oscar has a phenomenal drive in the sprints. That's so great. He's been dominating. He looks like the Oscar that we've seen all year. It's like the meme that we saw. What it was like.
In both.
Yeah.
He got the sprint and then the pole, and in both.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like after the race, he went back and he said it's just so disappointing because what happens is like I have an insane drive and I got the most that I could out of the car, and yet I still end up to P2. And I think in my head it almost felt like there was this like ego to like Stella being like, no, we're gonna stick to our thing. Like almost like we're already gonna be 20 seconds ahead by lap 49 or something.
Dude, and
you know what I mean?
If anything, it shows to me, it's like, no, that's so like obviously F1 is more than just the driver.
Yeah.
It's like the team. But that today, like at a stinker track, you saw it. You saw the team first. Like it matters, the strategy. Like Red Bull, like Hannah just being on top of it immediately and be like, no, we're pitting. Or all the teams kind of following that, like being like, oh no, this is perfect. And why wouldn't we pit? We're not going to lose any time. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going to have fresher rubber. Like it's going to be easier for the driver. You're already mandated to pit stop twice at that track, and you can only drive 25 laps on the tires. So it's like, why not? Right? Like at this current state, like nothing's going well. And McLaren got caught with their pants down a little bit. Not being, I think, the most prepared for that situation. And, you know, I mean, thinking they're going to be able to gain enough pace, you know what I mean? And then it quickly was like, they're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right after Max was right behind him before the safety car started.
Yeah, and I think right at when we saw everybody else's second time pitting, you knew that, oh, they're done.
Yeah.
Like, and I think Oscar, unfortunately, like after hearing what had happened and they had a pit, I think he just knew kind of inside that old, thanks guys for effing me. I mean, and then like especially when they're on the radio with him,
Max was gaining when he was like ahead of who was it? Was it Sainz? And then behind him was it Antonelli? No, it was Sainz, Antonelli, Oscar, Lando. That's what it was after they ended up hitting the second time. And then Oscar caught up, but Lando kind of got lucky, to be real honest with you.
I mean, Oscar had to make up 15 to 17
seconds. But he made up, he got past both, is what I'm trying to get at. But Lando really should not have got past Antonelli. If Antonelli would have been able, like, honestly, we even were talking about it during the race. Kimi Antonelli might be the new Minister of Defense, especially for Italy, bro.
Yeah.
That man He's 18 years old and he's defending like he's he's been in the sport for 18 years. To be honest with you,
I mean, he looks like little Max.
He's not afraid out there at all, and it's like you can see he's using his ERS well. He's using everything to his advantage. You love it to see it if you're a Mercedes fan.
Well, something that was crazy is like not only was he defending Lando, but Antonelli was also gaining onto Carlos.
Yes,
he was gaining onto Carlos, and there was about to be a big DRS train
without DRS,
and then he just freaking oversteers and
just a little
hits it wide, right?
Yeah,
and locks up.
It's just 1 second. Yeah,
yes, and I can't remember who.
He did great though up until that point. He was doing great. What were you saying?
Was it Mekis who was like, I think Antonelli just gave it to him or something.
Yeah, and then after the race, I saw a video of I don't know how to say it. It's like Gian Pierre Leon Basset or something like that. It's Max's race engineer talking to Toto Wolff. And they settled things down, but apparently at first there was a lot of energy from the Red Bull side.
Yeah.
And Toto was like, assuring them like, hey, like, Antonelli, that just happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
You look at the data.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can see it if you rewatch and like, and from their perspective, they think otherwise. But like, why wouldn't they? Why would it matter to Mercedes?
Well, if you watch it, you can clearly see that Antonelli.
You think they're trying to? You think Toto's trying to get back at Max for 2021?
No. Like he doesn't love Zach Brown enough for that.
Exactly.
Like
or McLaren. Like he's a Mercedes through and through.
Especially.
Yeah. But all to say. Stinker of a race. Strategy came through. Max wins the race. Before Oscar started making up time, Max had drugged that lead out to like 18 seconds or something like that first stint. And then so by the time he had pitted, he was damn near on them immediately. Before Lando pitted, Max was on his ass, like ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, and I think I might have misspoke. He might have got that 18-second after or whatever.
I mean, Max would have hit that DRS and passed him on that lap.
Eventually, because he was right behind him. And, like, Max was on fresh hards. Like, they were, like, probably, like, 7 to 12 laps old.
Yeah.
And so, like, Max was like, I'm ready to get this bitch going. Like, the rubber's warm now. Like, I can drive this hoe. And so...
You hear Lando go in. He's like, all right, Max, you're now free to push. And I'm literally like, let's go.
Yes. Yeah. It's like the same moment of like Italy where they're like, all right, Max, you are so and so seconds ahead, no risk. He's like, no push or whatever they said. They said like no risk, no risk.
Yeah.
He's like, no risk, full push. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's a total Max Verstappen thing to be like ahead well enough, and like you don't need to push that hard.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm gonna go get the fastest lap right now.
Exactly. And it's like, but before this year, fastest lap was a point, so like it made sense to go grab that shit. It was like, oh, do you want?
Like, I forget about all the shit.
The Grand Shalom.
Like, do you think that they'll ever bring that back?
Potentially. It's the thing. The reason they brought it away, I'm pretty sure I was told, was because people would like pit late and just get a point.
Oh,
so they get like a fresh set of thoughts.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about
that. But especially because the track by that point is evolved enough to where it's like you're going to get the fastest time if you have soft tires and you actually know what you're doing in a car.
But they're all like naturally, you're already racing faster than normal.
Yeah.
When you're in a race because of your like adrenaline and everything. And so like,
well,
I don't know if they'll ever bring that back.
Say, the race ended with Max winning by like 8 seconds, and then when Oscar P2, Carlos got a podium in P3. Lando was on his ass going into the last turn, but like he wasn't doing shit. No. Like even I think that could have gone. They might have had to go on 2 more laps before Lando might have been able to pass. So that's not science or any data knowledge, right? That's just me watching. Like he just started catching up to like Carlos his last couple. So all to say. Great performance by Red Bull team, I guess, to take advantage of the opportunity. Good job by Max to capitalize. After yesterday's sprint, like we'll get into that a little bit, like we didn't really fall too hard. I actually slept through it, not going to lie, but I just kind of saw the order pretty much stayed the same. It wasn't anything crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's Qatar. You know what I mean?
And I watched the highlights and
nothing much happened.
Yeah, nothing much.
But yeah, after Max yesterday doesn't win the sprint, and like he kind of loses points, it was like the best case scenario today. Like he did everything he could. Going into Abu Dhabi next week, I mean, we're not trying to transition, but like going into that race, he's only down 12 points. So if the race finished exactly the same way today, he would win.
He would win.
He would win the championship. And so Oscar's down 16 to Lando, Max is down 12 to Lando. And like this could happen. And like I was telling Will, things happen, man. And like I was telling him, I really just hope it doesn't come down to like Max, the points he lost again. Was it Spain? I think.
Maybe.
I think it was Spain when he hit George.
George, yeah.
And or like when Antonelli took him out in Austria, you know what I mean? But then again, you're like, no, McLaren's left too many points on the table.
Yeah.
Like this was meant to come down to one race, and like McLaren had a chance today to kind of wrap it up, and they didn't do it.
I just feel bad for Oscar, bro.
I do too.
Like
I do too.
It's gotten to the point where like it actually makes me angry seeing
the treatment.
Not only the treatment, but like it just feels like best way to summarize the season was like what he said today. Like he did great and he was dominating the entire time, and then it just had to be one thing to take him down, one thing to make it worse than it could have been,
so
or
I'm pretty sure
back. And it wasn't just Max Verstappen's talent.
So if Lando wants to win the championship, he has to show up next week.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like you ran out of road, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of ground to like exit off and win this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like now there's no more exits.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get to the finish line first. If Lando comes out and gets P1, I think me and Will both swallow our pride and admit Lando, he did it. Mm-hmm. He did it when the pressure was the highest. You know what I mean? Like he deserved it. Like he only has to finish P2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So if he finishes P2, he literally wins regardless. If he finishes P3, he wins regardless, right?
Max, so it would have to be either today's result or worse. So like essentially,
yes, essentially, if Lando gets P2 or P3 or wins, he wins this shit. Yeah. And like there's a lot of scenarios for Oscar and Max, but like the main one is like minimal requirement for Max to win is Lando has to get P4. Max has to win. It's kind of like a 4-place kind of gap, if that makes sense. In a sense, not really, but like Oscar would have to make up 16 on Lando. Max it would be difficult to make it happen. Yeah, but it could happen. Yeah. So Sebastian Vettel had something similar happen too going into the last race a few years back. Like Max touched on it earlier. He's like, "Yo, those are the legends. They get remembered." You know what I mean? But like, we just are focusing on us. And I mean, it's absolutely a track that I think all 3 of those drivers could win. It absolutely is. It just depends on who shows up. And today, I think Lando's going to be in his head because yesterday, going into the Grand Prix, he said some shit like.
I mean, you could tell immediately. Like he gets out of the car and just walks. I mean, obviously they all do, but
but he didn't have anything to say after.
No, nothing.
And so it's like, not only that, but then yesterday before the race, he said something about like, oh, like this whole year, like the less I sleep, the better I perform.
Yeah. Another cool stat is so like as of tonight, or as of after Qatar, now Max, Lando, and Oscar have all tied for 7 wins.
Yes.
On the year, which is pretty cool and pretty incredible.
Pretty dope, especially considering the Red Bull's been shit a lot of the year.
Also, like the top of the DNFs that have happened and the bad qualifyings or whatever. But
disqualifying, all that stuff.
And I think it says a lot because it's like at least Oscar. It says a lot about Oscar's character being so young and what's happened, being able to go up on the podium and say like, hey, like, I tried my best and
things happen.
It sucks, and obviously he's sad. And
he got let down by his team.
And he did for sure, and still admitted that, saying like,
Zach Brown to him kind of did too. But it's like, y'all got to nut up or shut up now, brother. Because if Lando doesn't show up to qualifying and he gets like P7 to start. It's going to get interesting.
Yeah, and I think and they could have just been putting on a show, but Max looks comfortable. Even when he got out of the car, he's like, cool. Again, I still have nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
And he just went and embraced his team, and it's almost one of those moments like, oh my God, guys.
This shit could happen.
There's no way. Like, obviously, there's a lot to ask for, but this is about as good as it could have gone without Lando, DNFing. But seeing going into the last race, 3 drivers being able to win it, it's so cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this, especially being our first year on the pod, first year really hard following the sport. Like we've talked about before, I kind of casually followed last year, and like this year, me and Will have both like pretty hardcore followed it. You know what I'm saying? Like been into it a lot, and so it's been fun, especially being at like the first year. But especially of the pod, right? But Will, do we want to touch on anything else from today or the sprints before we get into predictions?
Ferrari, see you in 2026.
Horrendous.
Go ahead, start
Horrendous.
just working on it.
I think they
Leclerc,
have.
you just do what you want to do next week. I don't care. Hamilton, if you don't show up, let a rookie get in there. I don't know.
Did you see what?
You know what? Put Valtteri in.
Did you see what Leclerc said about the championship?
What?
Like, because they asked him, like, what do you think about like 3 people being able to win it?
Oh,
It's the last race. He literally was like, I mean, it's cool, but like, I want to be involved. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, I kind of want. I wish I could be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was fighting for it. And it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah. And here's the thing: I'm not gonna put up the red. Okay, I'm gonna keep wearing the red, keep wearing the hats, whatever. But it's gonna take some deep diving into my heart to just really
like lock in.
Just really lock in
and find that fandom.
Let myself feel it for a little bit. Like, let myself grieve. That's a huge thing. That way, when we do get better next year, I can enjoy it even much more.
And hear me out, y'all. So I want to break it down real quick. Sorry about that. Let's just go through the top 10. Well, actually, we'll go through the field real quick. But
Yeah.
Max wins. Oscar comes in P2. Carlos rounds out the podium in P3. Then we had Lando P4. Kimi Antonelli P5. Great drive out of the kid. Honestly, he should have got a P4. Things happen. George P6. Fernando Alonso P7. Shout out the stallion. You know what I mean? The Spaniard. But Leclerc in P8. Lawson P9. Yuki Tsunoda P10. Albon P11. Hate to see it from Alex, especially when your teammate gets P3. Lewis P12. Bortoletto P13. Colapinto 14. Ocon 15. Pierre Gasly 16. Lance Stroll 17. 18. Isaac Hadjar was a DNF. Actually, Lance Stroll DNF. Isaac Hadjar DNF. DNF from that puncture. For Gall. He literally had to crawl back to the pit. Yeah. And then Behrman and Hulkenberg.
Which, dude, that could have changed the entire race at the very end. And I literally, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, please.
Don't do it.
And they were literally saying he was just wobbling back.
Yeah.
And then you see, Lando literally going wide and they're like, oh shit, gotta go inside.
Yes, bro. Yes.
But,
all to say though, do you have anything else you want to touch on, bro?
No, it's shit's about to get crazy. It's all gonna come down to who is clutch.
Yeah.
Like, who is gonna show up? Who is going to be like, okay, this is mine? Who's gonna take their claim to the throne?
No, absolutely.
And go down in World Drivers' Championship history.
And it's gonna be Max.
I'm
praying. Like,
I know Max is gonna show up, but is he gonna be the one to take it all?
I think it's all on Red Bull. Like, if they come out in FP1 and Max is like, he doesn't have to be P1, but like, if they look confident in the car and he's complaining to a minimum, he's going to find something to bitch about. He wants that car perfect. You know what I mean? Especially on race day. And luckily there's 3 practice sessions, so we'll get to see, even if we don't, and like the first day is not good, Red Bull will stay up all night trying to rework that car. You know what I mean? Like they have in the past to make it a rocket ship. I mean, obviously I don't think they would do this, like swap out the engine and take a 5-place grid penalty. You know what I mean? But like, I could absolutely see it or some bullshit. Being like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
just something.
It might even be a 10-page, like, because he's done it already. I don't know. But want to get into these predictions?
Let's do it.
All right. We're not going to get into the sprint too much, like, because I said before, wasn't that interesting. Congrats, Oscar. I'm sure you're proud of the 8 points you gained. I can pull up the results again so we can go through this real fast. But we know what we were sitting at going into this. It was 13-10.
It was 13-10, yeah.
13-10. I was up.
Or 13-9.
13-9. I was up on Will.
Kurzweil 10.
Kurzweil had 10. Okay. So 13-9. But essentially, Will, if you want to read off what we had.
Yeah. So last week I went first.
We doing sprint real quick?
We're gonna do sprint. I mean, let's just do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
For the sprint, I had Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, and Franco Colapinto. I had Max as the winner. I had Leclerc in second, Piastri in third, Colapinto in ninth, and Max is the winner. And I believe none of those were right.
No.
And so for Jack, he had George Russell, Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton, and Kimi Antonelli as the winner. And I believe. Oh, and then so Russell, he had P2, Ocon, he had P11, Lewis, he had P7, and Kimi, he has the winner. None of those were right as well.
Actually, no, it was George Russell.
George Russell.
That's where I got my point.
There's the point.
That's where I got my point this weekend.
And so Jack was able to pull that off.
I'll take that point all day.
Yes,
To this day.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so that's that. And then for the race, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, for the race, I had Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, and Charles Leclerc, and I had Max Verstappen as the winner. Kimi Antonelli, I had him at P3. He did not get that. George Russell had him at P4. He did not get that either. Charles Leclerc, unfortunately, had him at P5, and we all know that one.
Yep, God bless him.
And then
Max
could have been P9, but the Isaac part.
But Max
gives me those big 3 points.
3 points that are huge going into
finally above the curse wheel.
3 points going into the championship.
Yes, sir.
Big time, big time.
Yep. Big.
And who did I have?
So you had Carlos Sainz, you had Pierre Gasly, and Lando Norris, and then you had Russell as the winner.
Yes.
He had Sainz at 6th place, which we know he got a podium. Pierre, he had a DNF. Was close.
It was so close. It was so close.
And you had Lando at P7. We know how that turned out. And George Russell did not win the race today. So leaving all of this, Jack had an extra point, give him 14 points. I had 3 points. That gives me 12. So going into the championship, it will be 14 points to Big Jack over here and 12 points for myself.
So it's just 2 point gap. It's pretty similar to the championship race in F1.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is our first time predicting. If you don't know how we do it, we spin the wheel 3 times, get 3 random drivers, try to place it correctly. We get different points based off that. But essentially, I got 1 point for George Russell in the sprint, and Will got 3 points for Max Verstappen winner. Yep. So yeah.
And then curse wheel. Curse wheel was Lewis Hamilton.
Did not get cursed.
No.
That was pure pace.
And not only that, it's he's looked like he's been cursed for a while. Yeah. It would have to be something extraordinary.
It would have been different if he got like a puncture and like had a DNF from P10 or something. Like,
or whatever power you guys know. You know the drill.
This wasn't us. It wasn't our doing. No. But I think
pray for Hamilton.
I think it's time.
It's time.
Qatar happened.
Came
and went. Yep. It's time for one more race. Sad to see that this is our last time doing predictions for a little bit, but we do have to get them.
Yeah, we do.
Before we get into it, do you want me to break down Abu Dhabi?
Let's do it. Jack, tell us about the last race of the 2025 Formula One season.
So, all to say, Abu Dhabi is a 5.2 kilometer track. I don't know the amount of laps. Could you give me one moment? We can do this real fast.
Or can I guess?
Many? Show ahead.
62.
I'm going to say is Abu Dhabi. 58.
Damn.
We were close. So it's a 58 lap circuit. It is a night race. It's a vibe. It kind of starts in the afternoon, gets into the night action.
Oh, yeah.
The track will change throughout that, meaning those soft tires and medium tires are going to last a lot longer in that back stint, right, than they are at the beginning. But it is I enjoy the track. The first sector is more like medium speed, and then the second sector is 2 big ass DRS straights.
Okay.
So you're really big focus on the major turns. I have it right here. It is turn 7. It's that hairpin before the first DRS.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's a mini straightaway coming down the hill and into this hairpin. You take the hairpin, and then it's a fat straight. I have the map up here, and then it's turn 9 before the second DRS. But it goes, so essentially the
7
super long straight. That's a DRS, right? And then this turn, that's turn 9. It goes in, and then it's turn 10 back into it before you get into the DRS. So that turn 9, if you have a bad one, you're going to go wide, and you know what I mean, not have a great entry into your next DRS and might lose some time. So it's kind of a fun one because there's 2 back-to-back. It's not as long as Azerbaijan, you know what I mean, but it does have a longer second straight than Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken. But like, it's similar in that vibe, but there are a lot of medium speed corners here. So it's not so much those slow speed, you know what I mean, corners that McLaren might be dominant in, right? The tire degradation, like that kind of thing. But it's also like there will be tire degradation changes because there will be a night race. So it's like even playing field a little bit maybe. Yep. So we shall see. We really shall see. Obviously we haven't seen it this season, but I think it's gonna be a great race under the lights. I really do. And I have the map here. I can pull it up to show Will real quick. But so I actually was incorrect. It's turn 5 and turn 7, I would say, are a little more important because you have this big DRS, so you want to get that much as you can, right? but the DRS detection is after 4, so
Gotcha.
it kind of depends. But I'll have to say, Sector 3 is very medium speed corners, and it's kind of like the make or break because that's where a lot of your tires going to come into play. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like that's where we're going to see Max's experience come out. You know what I mean? Like how to manage his back tires, like that kind of vibe. So it should be very interesting. I'm excited for it. But yeah, man, it's a medium speed kind of circuit. There's definitely 2 medium speed sectors and then like a fast high speed sector. So should be fun. In 2021, when Max overtook Lewis on that last lap, it wasn't even on the DRS. It was like the turn before.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
And so, but they didn't have DRS that lap anyways, so it wouldn't have mattered. But like, still, it wasn't that super.
One after safety car.
No, exactly. And so it's like but Max was also on fresh softs. Like, let's not fucking act like that didn't happen. But tire deg is not very important here, near as much as it is at
skill
as Qatar.
Oh, okay. Is it a 2-stopper? Do you know?
I don't think so. But I mean, you're gonna stop at least once. But I think the strat is medium hard.
Medium hard. Okay.
But medium is possible with the, you know what I mean? The temperature changing, right? And the track changing a little bit. But this is going to be some dope ass moments. Basically 2021 on steroids. And it's kind of like you have Lewis is Max in this situation because you know he's the defending world champion for the last however many years for this one, and then you have the challengers in Lando and Oscar, but they've been dominating all season. So it's like Max has been in the comeback kid kind of, you know what I mean? Like this is my first go around.
He knows what that seat feels like.
He does.
He knows exactly.
Absolutely knows what.
Now maybe not as much so as having an absolute rocket ship as Oscar Piastri has on his 3rd year.
Or Lando Norris has, right? Going for his first title, but I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. The 2 DRS zones being here kind of shows you're not safe, right? Like being the fact that they are back to back. So if you're not on your shit, you're going to get caught up quickly. But I mean, they're professional drivers. Like they know this shit. They're in the sim already.
I just want to see it get interesting all the way down the wire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like literally this last today, you have the Isaac Hadjar puncture. You think, oh shit, what's going to happen there? Then you see freaking the whole thing with their pits, and then you see he starts catching up on Antonelli, and then you see Antonelli locks up, which he could have spun out and caused a safety car.
And you're telling me, like, after McLaren just botched this strategy that seemed pretty easy to go, oh no, we pit here, or we pit next. You know what I mean? Like, we pit right now.
Like, that shows you pressure, and that's behind a team, like, it's whole team attitude.
Trying to get to it, and this is pressure versus precision, brother. This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be fun. Obviously, the pit windows is going to be different. There's not a minimum on the laps as there was in Qatar. Like, so, or a maximum, right? You could only do 25. After that, you had to pit, or you had to pit before 25.
The next goal for this, for there being a 3-time like contention or 3 drivers in contention, would be 3 separate teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of just the 2. I don't know. In 2007, was it just the 2?
No, it was McLaren, and then it was Raikkonen.
Like imagine if one day it's Leclerc, Russell, and Max or Oscar or whoever.
The most insane shit, and it's so cool it's happening. Like, literally, if you would have asked us 2 months ago, like, I would have had hope maybe, because I think that was around the time Azerbaijan and Italy happened, but like, we did not expect it to come down actually to one. It was more like the dream scenario. You know what I mean?
Or at least just like, hey, maybe Max just starts racking in points all of a sudden.
And like,
lead as hell.
Obviously, we didn't expect McLaren to have skid wear. We didn't expect them to have this or that. We didn't expect Oscar to hit the wall at Azerbaijan after his botched start. Like, there's a lot of things that have happened since then. So it's cool to see. But I'll say, Will, are you ready to get into predictions?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Let's get this wheel going.
All right, here, let me get set up real quick.
Yeah, you're good, bro. And again, we're going up a sprint. It's kind of sad it's the last one, but it's also, like, kind of exciting because so much shit is happening. No, I'm like, nervous. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, for
our final predictions
sprint,
of the 2025 Formula One season.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Starts now.
All right, do it. No, you didn't.
I got Max.
No,
I
you
got Max.
didn't.
Yes, it is. Let's go. That's first one.
Holy shit.
First one.
Oh my
Max.
god, no. Should we stop?
Second spin.
Oh,
Lando.
with the orange too.
Oh shit.
Does it? I have the colors for them already.
I did it.
Okay.
I did it for you. Third spin. Ocon.
Oh.
He always sneaks his ass on my team.
Yeah, he does.
That's some bullshit.
Shit.
All right. Well, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
Give me Piastri. Can't see
Why is
that
it?
shit.
Yeah. Why is it so blurry? You called it. Oscar. What in the fuck?
This will be our full prediction.
Yeah. This is gonna be sick.
Holy shit.
Second spin, Will.
Give me Antonelli.
Why is it so like?
Just
There you go. Yeah.
there you go. Yuki? No, you.
You got Yuki. Okay, Will. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Third and final spin for our predictions, and we'll get one more curse wheel in. But damn,
Holy
it's
shit.
gonna be a minute.
Holy
It's
shit.
gonna be a minute, Will. Last turn. Give him somebody good. Leclerc? George Russell, I think. Yeah, George Russell. Okay.
My God.
Okay. That's some good people.
I feel good, Jackson.
I had Max, Lando, Ocon, right?
Yeah.
And you had Oscar.
Mm.
It was, don't say it, fucking Yuki. And then it was George.
Yep.
Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, we're going to get these predictions going real quick, and we'll be back. So, Will, are you ready to hear my predictions?
All right, Jack. Final predictions. Let's
It
go.
might shock you, but I've been in this kind of mindset that it feels almost too good to be true.
Oh, no.
It almost feels like I can't get my hopes up.
Okay.
I just can't. I can't do it. It's not that I don't believe. It's more that I just feel like McLaren has fucked up way too many times to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
that would make sense.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so I'm going Max P2.
Max P2.
I got Max and P2.
Okay.
And you're going to find a theme here with the rest of my prediction.
Well, I would assume so. Go ahead. Give me Ocon's first.
I'll go Ocon P11.
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 Good placement, Jack. Good.
Lando, I have him in P1. I have him winning the race. I'm sorry. It's just, I feel like it's a good double points opportunity. I also could just see it happening to where Lando kind of is just like, everyone fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to win this shit.
Yeah.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I could definitely see McLaren being like, yeah, I got a little hairy. You know, Zach Brown saying
Yeah.
some bullshit like that. And as much as it pains me,
Mm-hmm.
it just feels like that's what's going to happen. So we'll see.
Okay.
We will see. We will see. Will. I had to do race winner. I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
you can go right away.
Yo,
So,
it's
like,
okay.
give it to me.
I mean, I'll just go for it then.
Okay.
All right. I had Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, and George Russell.
Okay.
For Oscar Piastri, I have him P1.
Really?
He is winning it all.
You think he's gonna win it?
Oscar Piastri's gonna win it
You
all.
think he's gonna win it? Okay.
Now,
okay.
I could see him, but I could.
He has
also
to make a
think-
point swing on Lando.
I could also see him winning it and still getting like second place.
Oh, you don't. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay. But he's gonna leave it out there on the table.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think he's gonna give it his all. He's gonna make it
I
out.
like it. I like
So
it.
we
yeah.
both did a papaya.
Okay.
I don't think anybody who would watch our podcast would ever assume that we'd ever do that.
No, it's just like the
You're welcome,
moment's so
Wilson.
cool, but like it just doesn't feel real. You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand respectfully. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Yuki.
Yuki, I got him for probably his last official Red Bull seat
Ever.
race ever.
He ain't looking at that seat again.
I got him P8.
P8.
He's getting some points.
Okay, good for you.
I'm gonna go out with some points.
With a
for sure.
bang.
Yes, sir. And then George Russell mixing things up with P3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Podium.
yeah.
So you had Oscar winning.
Fishing strong.
So we decided to go McLaren,
Mm-hmm.
which I was not expecting, to be honest with you. I think Will
I was not expecting
definitely
that at
didn't
all.
expect it from me. And I think it's more or less just like I said, just too many boxes have been checked.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's honestly a good spot. That's a good look. I mean, you got,
you can't pick off emotion.
you got the
Look,
double DSQ, the double
Men
DNF.
Men
Like-
lie, women lie, numbers don't. MCL 39's a fucking rocket ship. All right, that's that shit. Like they don't have to do that shit on that motherfucker. Yeah. And they show up next week with the base Abu Dhabi package. They're chilling. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like they say that, but they also have fucked up the last 2 weekends where they had chances to really kind of send Max the fuck out of here.
Like, you know I understand Lando's been around for a while, but he's also still pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, he's like 25, 26, I think, or 20. Yeah. But
with not having a WGC on your back beforehand and know that feeling of accomplishment, that's like being so eager to that, like that is something that is going to shake you. I mean, and the longer that you hold off on that, the longer that you're in the sport without those things, it gets harder and harder and harder.
Dude, and the best part is Max made a comment about it that like he recalls those moments, like going for his first, and like he knows it will benefit him, but it's more or less like, is he gonna have a chance?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not gonna let this take away from the fact I'm fucking hype.
Yeah.
I am excited. Like I think Max is going to give it his best. I just don't know if Red Bull is gonna have the car for it.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We will see. Maybe they come through and they like really put like the work in back at the factory this week, and just like in terms of kind of dialing everything up, you know what I'm saying? Like making sure everything's solid.
Wait, what is Max up on Oscar right now?
4 points.
Oh, he's only on 4 points?
Yeah, so if like Lando DNF'd and like Oscar won, he would win.
If Oscar gets P1 and Max gets P2, Oscar wins.
Yeah. As long as Lando,
doesn't.
Because he's 16 points down on Lando.
God, dude, if it's all 3 of them on the podium, it's going to be awkward.
Well, it's going to be Lando winning. So, because if Lando gets a podium, he wins.
Yeah.
So that's just the best way to say it. But guys, this has been fucking insane. I can't believe this is our last predictions. We do have the curse wheel to get into. So we'll do one more spin on that. But Will, do you have anything else you want to touch on for what you're thinking about Abu Dhabi in the last race?
I guess I'll save my my remarks on the year for next podcast. Yeah. So other than that, dude, I'm excited. It's been a lot of fun. So
absolutely,
going into this last race, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of hype. Me as a Ferrari fan, I'm gonna be rooting for Max Verstappen. Yeah. That's who I'm setting my sights on. Not just because I'm related to this guy, but mad respect for Mad Max for sure.
Yeah, especially because like he's just made the comeback, so it's like I want to see it. I want to be able to tell people about watching from that year on. Also, it's like regardless of where this podcast goes, which I think it's gonna go places, but like me and Will are gonna still be watching F1 talking about it.
Yeah.
So like, unless YouTube shuts down, we're gonna be recording. You know what I mean?
If everyone stopped watching, we'd still do it.
We'd still be recording, and that's all that fucking matters. But like, it's one of those things too. It's like this has been such a fun season. So like, why? Like, there's not even about the races as much as more like the season as a whole.
Yeah.
Like if you look back on it, like there's a lot of races where Jack left pissed off at Red Bull, like Max for making a dumb decision to hit Jordan.
Like me seeing a double like disqualified for Ferrari and be like, fuck that. Like, why would I want to be a part of this?
Yeah. Or for instance with like McLaren like last week, like there's a lot of things happening this year. It's just been like there's not been too many banger races, but there's been banger, you know what I mean, moments. Yeah. So all to say, it's been really fun. We're going to get this curse wheel going, and then we'll probably sign off here. But, Will, you ready to spin this?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Kimi Antonelli.
No.
What if he DNF'd Lando, and then it was between Oscar and Max, P1, P2, for 20 laps at the end? Holy shit. That would be insane.
Oh, Kimmy, finish strong, buddy.
Kimmy.
One of our friends, shout out Narb, wants to name his child after Kimmy.
Kimmy, that's such a vibey.
Bro, I love it.
That's such
it's such a non-American name.
Oh, I can't wait. But I'll say, guys, we really do hope you guys enjoyed the pod. Obviously, a little different setting, a little different vibe, but we didn't have our mics on today because we're in person. Things happen, but like we said before, we're getting this bitch out, and like we just wanted to be able to have this moment and chat real quick. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate the support. Will, do you have anything else you want to touch on real quick?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Jack and I have received the most interactions and views and shares and follows that we ever had
on TikTok
from our last post and our last reel that we put out. So thank you guys for all of this love, all the support. Continue to share with your friends, and just seeing that little spark, obviously it wasn't like a huge thing, but each like, each follow, everything means so much to us. And like the fact that we get to see people who actually enjoy this is like, well, one, why the hell are you guys watching? Because we're not that funny.
We're really not.
But we just try to have a good time.
We're just morons talking about F1. But but all to say, we really do appreciate it. It was cool, like seeing like F1 is very different, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool seeing like us generate more of an F1 based video and it kind of doing the best, especially before the season's even over. You know what I mean? Like it's like it shows us so like no, like there's room to grow. You know, and we really do appreciate it. Again, we're only going to keep getting better and better at this, so we hope you guys stay along for the ride. If you're listening on Spotify, throw us a 5-star. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We would really appreciate it. But yeah, again, if you're on TikTok seeing it for the first time, like we really are coming through there, throw us a comment. Like it was cool. It's cool to see. You know what I mean? It's like the growth from one video. So
yeah, and I also say in our on our next reel coming out, we'll get that out before the next race. Go ahead and leave a comment saying, who do you think is going to win the World Drivers' Championship for the 2025 Formula One season? Go ahead. Will it be Oscar Piastri?
Yeah.
Will it be Lando Norris? Will it be Max Verstappen?
Do you think it'd be Max Verstappen? Max the million.
Could it be? Absolutely.
I think it could be.
And I think it will be.
I think it will be, Will. But like, again, we really do appreciate the love and support you guys been showing. The likes were sick. It's really cool to see. And we and the views and just everything. So
yeah,
we really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's app. We're getting this one out soon to you guys. But until next time, we're going to have a world championship winner when next time we're on this podcast, which is fucking insane to talk about. And like me and Will have talked, we're going to do a recap for sure next one, but we think we're going to do a season recap the week after. So look forward to that. Tune in next week. Guys, Abu Dhabi. 3 drivers, 1 winner.
58 laps.
3 practice sessions, 1 qualifying session. Boop. Boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? But all to say, we really do appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great week. Try to get some work done. Try to get some studying done if you're in school. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get anything done this week. It's all that's going to be on my mind is Max Verstappen winning his 5th title and the potential of that happening. And God, it's been so fun.
I'll be counting down the minutes.
Yes.
FP1.
It's going to be great. God. But we hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for the love again on all the feeds.
See you in Abu Dhabi.
Thank you guys so much. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in.
Peace, guys.
The Team Radio.